Alright everyone, this is EJY Manor, and today I'll be reciting a bit of literature from the internet. This is from Mario Gattoaladino. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He's a YouTube content creator that posts a lot of robotic voices, transcriptions of material channeled by individuals online. Mainly Facebook post messages that are organized and produced, and you should definitely check out his channel and his content. It's pretty interesting stuff. Unless you're not apt for that robotic voice, then I will try to recite them in my voice instead. And here is a posting from May 25th, 2020 from Ashtar and the One Who Serves via James McConnell and Shoshanna, originally published May 17, 2020, and my records pulled this through a Facebook channeling of a group called International Messages of Light, Texts and Videos. Alright. I am Ashtar. As always, I appreciate these times that I can be with you. All of us can be with you in various ways, in various expressions, that we can bring certain messages across to you, certain understandings to help you move through all that you are experiencing now. Even though as you look out at the expressions that are presenting themselves to you now, know that there is so much more that is happening behind the scenes. All is not as it appears to be, but all is as you are creating it to be. So know that. Know that you have the creative ability, have always had it. So create the life that you want. Create the world that you want. Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now in this moment. That is why we tell you so many times to be in the moment. Do not have fear whatsoever. Fear will only hold you back. The negative lower expressions will only hold you down, will hold you to these three-dimensional earth illusion here. But you do not have to be held down anymore. Now it is time to rise above the illusion, to know that there is no more illusion. The illusion is a creation that is no longer needed here. You created it purposefully so that you could have the experience. You could have the experience of duality and be able to choose between the light and the dark. But you no longer need to have that here as an expression. For you are choosing the light. All of you are choosing the light. And those that are yet choose the darkness, those that will still hold on to everything that they have known, the expression that they have felt comfortable with, then they will be accommodated in whatever way is needed for them in their expression in that moment. So as the solar flash hits, as the event and the changeover happen, all of those that are prepared within themselves to express a higher vibration will do so. And those that are not prepared, those that are yet still sleeping, they will find themselves in a different expression from you. And this is the separation of the wheat from the chaff that was spoken in your Bible, was spoken of by your Yeshua, that this will be the time of separation. You have heard it in terms of a timeline separation, where one timeline will go off in one direction and another will go in another direction. That is true. And there is a point where those of you are choosing which timeline you want to be on. All of you are on this call, and most, if not all, of you that resonate to these words have already made your choice, and many more that are yet asleep will make their choice. They will make a conscious choice to either follow the light or to recede from the light. Recede. And that will be their choice, because it is not up to anyone else to control you. No one controls you. We certainly never would even think about controlling you. We only are here to help guide you, to help move you in a direction that is purposeful for you in the moment. That is what we are here to do, to offer our expression, to offer our knowings, to offer those things which will help you to continue to rise in your expression into higher frequency. That is what we are here for. You are here to raise yourselves into those higher dimensional expressions, and all of you are doing exactly that. As you look out as to what is happening in the world right now, most of you, if not all, realize that it is a false expression. It is a false. It's not real. It is only as real as you allow it to be. So whether you wear masks or you do not wear a mask is not the issue. Whether you separate from another 6 feet is not the issue. The issue is what you want to create each and every moment right now, here and now. That is what you are here to do. And those that are ready to accept the expression that you are providing, and I say now, you are providing that expression. You are the ideal that is set up to help those who are still yet asleep, to help them awaken. You are the ones that are sent for that. And you do so simply by showing it to others. You do not need to tell them anything. You need to show them. You need to help them learn, just as we are helping you learn. You are us in a higher expression. That's what you have to come to understand. We are you, and you are us. And there is really no separation except what you allow yourself to create within yourselves. So continue now to understand that we in our ships, in my Ashtar command, the Pleiadian command of the light forces, and the Syrian command, and all of the various commands and councils, and all that is happening now. All of this is happening to help free not only the Earth, not only Gaia, but the entire solar system, and even yet the galaxy, to finally bring the entire galaxy into the light. That is what this is all about. So what happens here now on the Earth is going to reverberate across the entire solar system and the galaxy itself. So you, those of you that are creating the expression here, now, on the planet, you are going to reverberate this expression across the entire galaxy. So what you do now is important. You are important. Whether you sit at home and follow these expressions from your rules and your laws, or you say no, enough is enough. Creator, him, her, self, prime creator, has uttered those exact words. Enough is enough. So how can you not say the same thing? How you cannot say now, enough is enough, and not revel in the sense of creating a separation with violence of anything of this nature. We would never suggest that. but to create a non-following, following your own heart. But do not follow those forces of the darkness which are attempting to hold you back, to hold back your ascension process. They have known about the ascension process for many thousands of years. They have done all they can to hold this ascension back, to hold the light back, to keep you in the darkness, to keep you asleep, because as you awaken, it causes them to have to leave, and they know it, and they do not want to leave. They believe this is their home. They believe they have a right to be here and to express in the way they need to express, and to control all those that they will not express in that way that they want, the things that they want. But they are learning now that that is not to be, that everything that is happening now is happening for a reason and cannot be stopped. And they know that, even though they attempt to strike out in various ways that they have understood that have worked in the past. And even this virus scare, this creating of fear around this, they even believe yet that they will succeed. But they are finding out that the light is more powerful than the darkness within them, and many of them are even beginning to turn to the light. Many of them are coming out of their slumber, and I speak now not only of those that are within the darkness, but I speak of all those that are yet asleep and not even knowing that they are asleep. And they also coming into the Great Awakening. So have faith, have hope that everything is exactly as it needs to be right here, now, in this moment. And in this very now moment, create the exact life that you want to have, not only for yourselves and your future selves, but right now in this moment. I am Ashtar, and I leave you now in peace and love, and continue to ask you to look up at the stars and see beyond the stars and see what is really there, that is shining back to you to let you know that we are here and are here to assist in every way that we can. Peace and love be with all of you. Next channeling, one who serves. Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, Om. Greetings to you. Wonderful after that message to attempt to follow up, and we are not even going to attempt to do so. That is not what we are here for. We are here to assist and help to express your various needs right now, those things which you are looking to find answers for, and that is what we are here to do, to help, to guide. Just as Ashtar said, and many have said, this is our mission. Our mission is to assist you, to help you, to guide you, and to prepare you to be in our shoes. How would you like to walk a mile in our shoes? Would you like that? Would you like to be in the position that we are in? Well, get ready, because many of you are going to have this opportunity to do so. You are also going to have the opportunity to find your R&R and your rest and relaxation after a job well done. And that is what many are going to tell you, that are going to clap you on your back. Is that the right word? Slap you on the back, whatever it may be, and say, good job, mate. Good job that you have done so much to bring the light to this place, to this planet. That is what we are here for. And when it is time, after the solar flash, after the ascension, all of this, then you will be ready to find that rest and relaxation for a little bit. And then, as we have said many times, many of you will say, okay, I've had enough rest and relaxation. I'm already bored. And you're going to go right back to do it all over again, whether here or some other planet. And you say, no one who serves, we are never going to do this again. Never, ever, ever again. And we say, you want to bet? So just wait. It is coming, and it is coming. But just get ready now, because you are in the expression now that is coming after the storm. That is where you are headed now, after the storm is over. You're still in it, but you are coming to the point where it will be after the storm. Cannot tell you too much about the rest of the storm, but it's coming to an end. That is all we can say here, okay? And we are ready for question and answer, unless, Shoshanna, do you have any message you wish to give here first? Channeled by JoAnna McConnell. We do not. One who serves. Very good. Then we move on with questions and answers for you. Now you can unmute your phones if you have not already, and you can say your piece. Say what you want here as far as a question goes. Do you have questions here, people? My goodness. Have we lost the phone audience here? Hello? Anyone out there? A guest. Yep. One who serves. There we are. We always wonder about your crazy contraption here, as to whether it is going to be successful or not each time. Are you there? Do you have a question? Yes. I just want to make a quick comment. One who serves. With all this wonderful event that is happening right now, and all of the silliness that's going on, and we also try to observe, and we are watching. Boy, I am so tempted to just get out of here and speak my truth and say enough is enough, like God has said. Stop this madness. Get these people where they should be. Get them away from humanity already, and let's start over. Let's just start over. But what would happen if somebody were to do that in this moment? Because I know that everything is protocol. But what would happen if somebody just got the guts and went out there and said, we know what you've been doing. We know all the truth about your... Stop. Everybody stop now. What would happen, dear sir? One who serves. We can tell you that what is already happening. People are already doing that. People have already come to the understanding that enough is enough. And that what is occurring here is based on a plan that those of the dark forces have had for some time. And they have been working this plan in various aspects and bringing it to this point. But as we have said many times now, their plan is not working out quite the way they had planned, if you want to call it that. And they are doing what they can to continue to work this process. But you also have to understand there are many levels of people within this. Some are, what is your saying, drinking the Kool-Aid. They have drunk the Kool-Aid and they are going along with the rest of the people are telling them, their governments and everything, and saying, oh well, this must be for the best if our government is telling us we have to do this. So then those that do not do it, they are looking at you as, well, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you following along with the laws and the rules and all of this? But you also understand that you are the system busters, the light workers, the light warriors, the system busters, and you have come from many different systems and planets and all of this previously, and you have done this before, and you are here doing it again. So it is only right for you to conscious knowing self to feel that energy rising within you again and saying, it's time to bust this system wide open. Now, whether you do it or not, whether you speak or not is up to you. This is your choice. You have a sovereign right to express yourself as a human being in any way that you want, as long as you are not going against the universal law of hurting someone else in that process, including hurting yourself, you see. So as much as you want to, as the James like to call it, rebel, then do it. If you feel it is the right thing to do in the moment, as long as you are not hurting anyone else in doing so. But if you are helping to awaken the sheeple, as you call them, then possibly that is a good thing, is it not? To help more people awaken. Is that not why, from your 2011, your December 21, 2011, when the ascension was going to happen for a smaller percentage of people, and your higher selves got together in a sense as a great council and said, no, we are not going to leave our brothers and sisters behind. We are going to want to take as many of them with us as we can. And that is where you find yourselves now. Will all go along? No, they will not. All will not awaken from their slumber in time for this, but many, many more will have, because of who you are, as the light workers and warriors again. As the system busters, think of yourselves as system busters. That's the way we look at you. Shoshanna, do you have anything you want to add here? Shoshanna. We can share. Do you wish for us to share, dear sister? Guest. Yes, please share. Thank you. Shoshanna. We wish to share that when an individual expresses their beliefs, some will follow, some will not follow. It is important that a being expresses their truth. That is what is important. That a being expresses their truth and then steps away and allows for others to join or not join. That is the process. Namaste. One who serves. Very good. Do we have another questions here? Guests. Yes. One who serves and Shoshanna. Hello, dear ones. So I have been reading the Law of One, and then I am putting together what Ashtar just said. So the Law of One talks about how there is a lot of life happening, going through the process where everyone had just one choice, where they didn't think of having another choice, but that was service to others, that was coming from the light, coming from the love, and many, many incarnations. And I guess the galaxies went on that way. And then there suddenly came a thought that there could be a possibility inside of free will of separation, of people making a choice whether they wanted to be service to self or service to others, or the light and dark. I know that happened quite later when that came along. I am wondering then, inside of this, is this actually the first time that we will be successful in mass for this galaxy? Is that the case? One who serves. First of all, what you are speaking of is your parable of the Garden of Eden. It is not here on the earth, as many have come to believe. It is a parable in terms of what you are saying, in terms of the bringing of duality into the picture, you might say. So that has been going on for a very long time. This experiment here, as you are coming to understand it, but it is over. And has it happened before in your localities, other systems, other planets? Yes, many times this has happened. That is why you have been the system busters in many different systems and many different planets. Many times you have done this. And again, you come back and you do it again and again. And that is why we say you will most likely do it again after this is all over, because that is what you do, and that is service to others. For a time, you had to learn this service to self as to come to understand truly what service to others is. And now that you have done that, you now will fully understand the universal sense. We will say of service to others here as the predominant way of expressing self. Okay? Shoshanna? Shoshanna. It is not clear to us what the question was. Can you express your question, dear sister? Yes. Well, this seemed to be such a big deal, and I remember hearing that many times for a while. The experiment was not working. It wasn't coming to fruition for people to ascend. So I was wondering if this was the first time we as a mass of people were ascending like this. I think one who serves told me that it is not the case, and that is why we are system busters, and one who serves. We misunderstood your question then. This is the first time that a mass ascension and a planet itself are all ascending at the same time. This is true. And taking your physical expression, your physical bodies with you in this sense, so that is correct. This is the first time for this. This has never been done before. Does that answer your question? Yes. Yeah. Then it brings up the question of when what we have done as system busters in the past, since you said that. Has it been sort of a partial ascension of beings? One who serves. It is not so much directly involved with ascension, but it is in freedom. Freeing those planets, freeing those various systems. Think of your Star Wars as an example here. Your moves, your Star Wars, and the expression of the Empire versus the Rebellion. Do you understand what we speak of? Yes. One who serves. This is what you have done before. You have all been there, done that, many times before. Star Wars is true in many respects. Shoshanna. We can share. Yes. Thank you. Shoshanna. May we share? Yes, please. Shoshanna. We will say that in the context of duality, there is great movement in consciousness. That when choice is given, there is great growth that happens in a being. The soul wishes to grow in consciousness. The source wishes to grow in consciousness. The context of duality that has been introduced on so many levels on this planet is for growth, is for understanding, is for expansion. That is why you chose, as well as all of the system busters chose to be here, is to expand their understanding of everything, you see. And that is why there are perspectives. The source wishes to understand all perspectives, and that is the quadrillion trillions of concepts. So you see, you have chosen to live in this context for perspective and expansion. Namaste. One who serves. Very good. Guest. Thank you. One who serves. Do you have other questions here? The guest. I have a question. Is it true that right now, at this point in time, the momentum of the energy is pushing people to speak their truths? One who serves. Most definitely. That is what this is all about. This is why there is the Great Awakening, and it is also the Great Separation that has been spoken of in your Bible as well. But the Great Awakening is what is in the moment right now. And people are awakening because they are being held back. And the human expression does not want to be held back. That is inherent within your DNA, deep within your DNA. But it is coming forward now because your DNA is reconnecting in many aspects. Not maybe at your three-dimensional understanding level, but at your higher vibrational frequencies. Your DNA is connecting rapidly back up again. Back eventually to your full 12 strands, and even more of DNA is very possible here and probable. Okay. Shoshanna? Shoshanna. We can share. May we share? Yes, absolutely. Shoshanna. When you, dear brother, express your truth as a being of integrity, you create a great vibrational magnetism that allows all other beings within your influence to do the same. You see, that is so important to the integrity of the being to express their truth. Namaste. Guest, thank you. One who serves. Very good. Are there other questions here? Guest. Aloha. I would like to speak my truth and hopefully encourage other people to do the same. I am taking a course with Sarah Landon right now, and I have been taking courses with her in terms of raising my vibration and what I am meant to do with my life. I journey of the master. I spoke about my experience and I spoke with the council, and that is who she channels. May I share this? One who serves. Only if is there a question associated with this? Guess. What is it? Is encouraging other people that if it happens for me, then it can happen for others. One who serves. So what you are expressing is something that is of your own experience here, and something that you feel can be expressive to others or beneficial to others. Then yes, you can do that. But please make it as brief as possible, because it is important for others to be able to have their questions answered if they wish. Yes, exactly. I believe it will only take 3 to 5 minutes. I am reading it. One who serves. That is too long here. We cannot go that long. That is not appropriate here. We apologize. But it is not the right format for this. Yes. Okay, I understand. One who serves. You can, however, if you wish to provide this in your email process and send it out to everyone, you can write it up if you want. That way you can encourage people as well. Or you can come to a way to express it in a much more explicit and brief fashion here. Okay? Yes. Yes. I don't know what to choose. I have a copy of it, and it was in the transcript. It was given, and the council said that this was something that was very much inspirational for others to experience it. And this is what I am talking about in my experience in having a planet representative. I'm not sure who it was, but coming up to my condo second floor window, as I said, the council was very pleased. I will leave it at that. One who serves. We give you other expression you might be able to use here, and that is that your next advance, you can have the time needed to share this with those that are there in person as well. as those who are sharing on the phone process as well. Yes, thank you. I would very much like to do it at the advance. One who serves. Shoshanna, do you have anything you wish to add? Shoshanna. We find that which this gentle being wishes to share is most beneficial in written form. Namaste. One who serves. Very good. Then we were, what is the saying, on the right track here. Very good. Are there other questions here? We need to release channel here shortly. Are there any other questions for those here that are on the phone before we tend to those that are from your email process? Anything further? No? Then you have those email questions? Yes, I'm here. One who serves. Very good. Then we are ready for if you have those questions from your email process. Yes. Yes. The first question is someone talking about the Ark of the Covenant. Does it really exist and hasn't been found? And what was its purpose? One who serves. It exists. It is certainly found. And its purpose was something that is what we would say beyond your three-dimensional consciousness knowing now. It is not quite what was shown in your movie, your Raiders of the Lost Ark. But there are some similarities there for this. But it was something that is so much greater than that, for it used vibration. And what are you doing now? You're raising vibration. So as you continue to rise your vibration higher and higher, then you will be ready to be able to understand the workings of higher levels of technology in terms of higher vibrational frequency technology, which involves sound and involved color and vibration in general here. So that is what the Ark of the Covenant was all about, in using vibration at a higher frequency than those that were there at the time you were able to understand. You have to understand where it came from. It did not come from Earth here. It came from alien civilization, you might say. They brought it here just as they have brought many things and are yet covered up that have not yet been released to the public. Those are the global forces, the cabal as you call them, have been aware of these energies and these forces for quite some time and have purposefully held all of this back from you, because what will it do? It will awaken you. It will move you closer to the ascension process. So therefore, if these things had been brought out much earlier, more people would have been awakened. And more would have already gone through the ascension process and completed their ascension. So they were able to hold it off, but not for too long, too much longer. Shoshanna. No, we do not share on this. One who serves. Very good. And that is our answer for this. Do you have other questions? Here? Yes. Yes. There is one more from the email. Multi-question. But I will try and sum it up. A gentleman asks, how long will it be for the first wave to make their ascension after the solar flash? And will people have a hard time to make their ascension? And is physical and mental healing going to occur after the solar flash? One who serves. First of all, there is an assumption there that it will take the solar flash to create ascension, and that is not the case. You are ascended right now, and you do not have to wait for anything, and you do not have to wait for the solar flash. This event, the changeover, it is a process though, that is coming, and is actually already here at the higher dimensional levels, but it is coming not to your third dimension. It will not come to this. but it will come to your higher fourth dimensional frequencies. And it is a trigger for a larger mass ascension, for the 3 waves of ascension. But that does not preclude one of the ascending prior to this. As we say, you could ascend right now. You do not have to wait for anything, okay? As far as the illness and things like that, after the solar flash, this goes with ascension. So as the solar flash happens, it will raise the frequency, vibration across the planet to higher levels than it is now. This is already being shown by your Schumann resonance here. It is showing these spikes of energy that have happened. Well, think in terms of these spikes of energy being constant, and then you begin to understand what is possible, what is actually coming here because of the higher vibrational frequency. Then illnesses, whether mental or physical, will no longer be possible, will no longer be an expression that will be here, because illness, disease, and all of those is only possible in your lower vibrations. Okay? Shoshanna, do you have anything to add here? Shoshanna, we can add to this. What we will add is that this one that asks these questions is very much programmed by time and is in a time trap. So the questions that are posted here are based on time. And when one is programmed heavily by time, they will wait for results rather than create their reality, you see. For we will say that, and we apologize for being harsh, but we would say that this one that asks those questions must work on letting go of time. Namaste. One who serves, very much so. Time is an illusion here on this planet, and that's what you have to come to understand. And when you fully begin to realize that past, present, and future are all one, then you can begin to conquer the idea of time. Shoshanna, or just live in the moment. One who serves. Live in the moment, yes, certainly. That is what we say all the time here. Go with the flow. Live in the moment, be in the moment, rather than be the moment. Or rather even. Shoshanna, right. One who serves. Then we are done for these question time, and we are ready to release channel. Shoshanna, do you have anything you wish to add as a parting message here? Shoshanna, not at this time. One who serves. Very good. What we are going to say may sound a little strange to you, but keep your blinders on here, not your masks, but your blinders. Your blinders on the physical eyes, not your third eye. Keep your third eye wide open, but your physical eyes, keep them closed, unless they are associated directly with your third eye, and can see the vistas that are fully beyond this third dimensional illusion. In other words, do not compact within the third dimensional illusion as you have been for so long in so many lifetimes here previously. But who you are, be the expression of who you are, and literally express yourself out as you know that you need to do in the moment. Have the courage to do so, again, as long as it is not hurting someone else in the process, hurting yourself. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one. Channeled by James McConnell. Thank you for joining me. Until next time. And this is EJY Manor, signing out.